Jupiter will transit the sign of Sagittarius from 4th of November 2019. How will this transit be for your moon sign is something I'll discuss in this video. Hello friends, my name is Hardik and you're watching my YouTube channel on Vedic Astrology, AstroKeen. So let's start. So this transit of Jupiter from 4th of November 2019 till mid of November 2020, which is almost a 1 year transit of Jupiter, I will divide this transit video into two halves. In this video, I will discuss about the first six signs. How will this transit be for the first six signs? That is from Aries till Virgo. In the next video, I will discuss about how this transit will be for the last six signs, which is from Libra till Pisces. Now, whenever I look at transit and have informed those in my previous videos as well. So whenever I look into a transit, I have informed this in my previous videos as well. I look transit primarily from the moon sign because my research suggests that transits has the maximum impact on the moon sign. So if you need to, I'm not saying ascendant is not important. I'm not saying other signs are not important, but if you want to see the maximum impact of this transit or of a transit, you should look where your moon is, and then you should see that how this moon sign will be affected with a particular transit. So in this video also, whenever you're looking into the results, whenever I talk about a particular signs, be very sure that I'm talking about your moon sign, right? So Jupiter is entering Sagittarius on 4th of November 2019. Sagittarius is its own house. Mula Trikona sign of Jupiter is Sagittarius. So Jupiter is very, very comfortable. Sagittarius is all about spirituality. Sagittarius is about, your gurus. Sagittarius is about higher learnings. Sagittarius is about fortunes, luck, your teachers, long distance travel to know about, or to go for higher studies. So, and Jupiter represents all these things. So Jupiter is about, Jupiter is about wealth. Jupiter is about fortune. Jupiter is for a lady or for a female. Jupiter is her spouse. Jupiter is about marriage. Jupiter is about children. So, and Jupiter is also about expansion. So whenever Jupiter is in this sign of Sagittarius, which is in a Kala Chakra chart, it's the ninth sign, it expands the qualities of this sign. And because it is the own sign of Jupiter, or Jupiter is the ruler of this sign, and it is the Mul Trikon sign of Jupiter, Jupiter is extremely comfortable in this sign. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, and Jupiter's Mul Trikon sign is Sagittarius. So Jupiter is extremely comfortable in these two signs. And because Sagittarius, is a spiritual house as well, or is a spiritual sign as well. So Jupiter being a spiritual planet, and a spiritual planet in a good way, it really, really amplify your spiritual knowledge. It will help you to gain a lot of spiritual knowledge. It will help you to go that path when Jupiter is in the sign of Sagittarius. So for any moon sign, Jupiter in Sagittarius naturally is a very, very strong position of Jupiter. Is a very, very comfortable position of Jupiter. So Jupiter does well in Sagittarius across signs, across, whatever your moon sign may be. Of course, then functionally it depends on what your ascendant is. If Jupiter is a malefic planet in your chart, it will still give you trouble. Functional malefic, I mean, if Jupiter is a benefic planet in your chart, then things will really work for you. And let's go sign by sign and try to understand what Jupiter will be for each of these signs. Now let's start with Aries. Aries, the ninth house is Sagittarius, which means now Jupiter, if your moon sign is Aries, Jupiter will transit over your ninth house, which is extremely auspicious, right? The Jupiter, if I look into Jupiter transit, and you can look into my Jupiter video as well, where I have discussed about how Jupiter behaves in each house, right? And how comfortable it is in a particular house and how uncomfortable it is in a particular house. You will see that the best position of Jupiter is fifth house, ninth house. These are the transit which are extremely benefic. The 7th, 11th, second transit are also good, but 5th and ninth transit of Jupiter is extremely benefic. So really, really take great opportunity of this transit, right? Things are becoming really good for Aries moon sign people, because in March, Rahu and Ketu are now helping you, right? Now is in the third house, Ketu is in the ninth house. So that is a good transit. Jupiter was in the eighth house, which is a difficult transit for Aries moon sign people, but now it is moving to ninth house, that is the Sagittarius sign, on 4th of November with Ketu, right? Ketu is also there, and Saturn will be also there in that sign for the next 2-3 months. And now in January, Saturn is moving to Capricorn. So good times are coming for Aries moon sign people. Really take advantage of this sign. Jupiter and Ketu both in the ninth house will help you gain a lot of higher knowledge. Go the spiritual path, go to pilgrimage, go to holistic centers, go to learn some kind of spiritual science. Or even if you want to do higher learning, you want to do a PhD, you want to do a master degree, you want to do, you want to learn a new technology, you want to learn a new subject, please go and do that, right? There, it's a possibility that you may learn that in a foreign land as well, because ninth house is about foreign travel as well. So there's a possibility that you can start learning this in a foreign land. So take full advantage of this, of this transit. What will happen is you'll get a lot of fortune, you'll get a lot of luck, right? It will help you if you're planning to have children. This is a great time to have children, because from ninth house it will respect your fifth house and the first house as well. Good to build your personality, good to gain a lot of knowledge, have great relationship with your parents, with your father in particular, and try to uh, get in touch with your teachers, with your gurus. This is a great time to have gurus in your life, have teachers in your life, and gain knowledge out of it. Absolutely brilliant period for Aries moon sign people. Take full advantage of it. And of course, it will also depend on how your Mahadasha and Antardasha will be. If your Antardasha and Mahadasha is also supporting, this is a great time for you to take advantage of this transit. Even if your Antardasha and Mahadasha are not helping, and because you are going through a difficult time phase because of the transit, I think things are slightly getting better from a transit point of view. So things will improve for you. Put in that extra hard work, and you will see good results coming your way. Now let's move to the next moon sign, that is Taurus. Now for Taurus moon sign people, Jupiter was in the seventh house, which is a good transit. Now it is moving into eighth house. Now eighth house is a difficult transit for Jupiter. Jupiter really struggles in Dustana houses, except the 11th. It really struggles in this Dustana's houses, the sixth. Jupiter really struggles in the Dustana houses, right? So this transit will be a little difficult for you. But then again, because this is eighth house and Sagittarius sign for Taurus ascendant, Taurus moon sign people, or Taurus ascendant people, but look into moon sign more importantly, then what happens is you should take full advantage of it from a spirituality point of view. If you want to learn Reiki or some kind of healing studies, you want to learn astrology, you want to learn Ayurveda, right? It's a good time to 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 learn about it. But take care of your health. There is possibility that you may have some health issues because it's in the eighth house, and eighth house is about those ailments which are long lasting. So take care of those things, and things should be fine with you. But keep a little low key. Don't get into difficult situations, and get indulge in some kind of spiritual things. You will get some benefit out of it. Now what also happens with Jupiter for Taurus ascendant people is Jupiter is looking into your 12th house now. From 8th, it looks into your 12th house. So there's a possibility that you may go for foreign travels, and there can be possibility that you may incur losses. Right, there is a possibility of those things, so you have to be careful of that. Spend wisely, and uh, and take care of your health. Those are the two advice which I'll be giving it to you. Now for Gemini ascendant, for the Gemini moon sign people, as I said, you can look into ascendant as well. So for Gemini moon sign people, Jupiter will transit over your seventh house. It was in the sixth house, a difficult transit. Now it's moving into the seventh house, which is a more comfortable, a better transit for you. You will build relationship. Your relationship with your partner will improve. Good time to get married. Good time to have expand your family. Good time to go into business. If you're into business, or if you're into a partnership, you want to venture into new project, you want to build new project, you want to come up with new project with your partners, this is a good time to explore those things. Good time to build relationship with your spouse, or with your life partner as well, if you have one. Will really really help you, and you may also get a chance to travel abroad. Let's discuss about the next moon sign, that is the Cancer. So for Cancer moon sign people, Sagittarius will transit over your sixth house, which is considered to be a difficult transit, because sixth house is about enemies, and sixth house is about diseases, sixth house is about litigations, and Jupiter is known to expand. So there's a possibility that those things may expand in your life. You may get into stomach problem, you may get into some kind of diseases, your enemies may take advantages of you. Your father can create some problem for you, knowingly or unknowingly. So you need to be careful of those things. As I said, for those moon sign, where the transit is difficult, like the Taurus, or for that matter Cancer, you need to be more spiritual. You need to do meditation. You need to appreciate good things. You need to be good to people, and things will really, really help. Now let's come to the next moon sign, which is Leo. Now for Leo moon sign people, Jupiter was in the fourth house. Now it's moving to the fifth house. So there's the fifth house transit. Sagittarius is the fifth sign from Leo, which is a great transit, which is a very auspicious transit. You will have children's if you're planning to. You may fall in love. You may find a new partner. Your children may give you a lot of uh, benefits, will give you a lot of success, will help you grow. Your relationship with your children may improve. If you're planning to have children, as I said before, great time to have children. There's also a possibility of your fortune and your wealth to increase, because Jupiter aspects the ninth and 11th house. Right, so those are the things which are possible. It will also aspects the first house, so that's a great aspects, right? The great transit, because it's in the fifth house, aspecting the ninth house, aspecting the 11th house, and aspecting the first house. So these are the three good aspects of Jupiter. So you'll have a lot of gains. Also, one of the thing which is very important is that you may get into some creative skills. You may adopt some creative skills. You may start learning some creative skills, like acting or singing or dancing, and add a bit of spirituality to it. Right, maybe when you are getting to a singing kind of a profession, you may start singing devotional songs. I'm just giving an example. There's a possibility of that. If you're going to painting, you may paint something which is more spiritual in nature. Right, so those are the things that is possible for this transit. Great transit, take full benefit out of it, like the Aries transit, or for that matter Gemini. This is a great transit. So take full advantage of this transit. Now let's come to the next moon sign, that is Virgo. For Virgo, Jupiter was in a difficult transit. Third house transit of Jupiter is considered to be difficult. Now it's moving to the fourth house, which again is not a great transit, but at least better than a third house transit. Now that Jupiter is moving on the fourth house, you try to build good relationship with your parents, especially your mother. So build good relationship with them. Try to keep peace of mind in your home, right? uh, get into higher learning. There's a possibility that you may buy new vehicle or new assets, new flats or apartments or land. You may purchase that. There's a possibility of that, but be wise. Don't fall into trap is what I'll suggest. So that's it, guys. In this video, I wanted to discuss about the first 6 moon sign, because I don't want to cover all the 12 moon sign in one video. It becomes too long. So I'm covering the 6 moon sign. The first 6 moon sign is what I've covered in this video. In the next video, I will be discussing about the next 6 signs, or next 6 moon sign, that is from Libra till Pisces. If you have any queries, do mention in the comment box. If you want to give me feedback, you have queries, you have any questions, I have given my mail box. I have given my mail ID to you as well. The mail ID is available in my in my about me page. You can find that, or you can ask me on the comment box. I'll give you my mail ID as well. You can ask me questions here below. Whenever I get time, I'll answer it. If you like this video, please do share it. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching my video. Take care. Bye bye.